And what I'm here to talk about today is some work that's being done right in my community. My reserve boundaries are actually just right there. And we're standing on disputed land, which is called the Cayush Creek campsite. The district has wanted to put an intake in to supply the town with water. If I had known about this intake, and that is one of the reasons, is that we've never been consulted on this project by the province, by the feds, by the district at all. I'd only found out about this just over a month ago. I seen some drawings on Facebook, and that's how I found out. And as soon as I seen that, I started getting a hold of Department of Fisheries and Oceans contacts that I've had, that people I've worked with, and started digging for information. And at that time I was told to get a hold of Dave Horn, and he had agreed to meet me December 18th. He came over to my community and met with my council. And I asked, why there was an approval on a water intake that we knew nothing about, and that we were never consulted. I'd found out that Coldwater Lake was consulted, 2C Indian Band was consulted. No Statlium communities have been consulted on this project. So I asked him about that, and he said, we got all these the application came in, DFO had approved it, and there was an environmental assessment done. And I think that's really all that was done. I haven't even really seen any of this work even yet. We've created a lot of habitat in our community that shows that we are exercising our title and rights to manage our own lands. And that goes a long way with anybody. As a government, we definitely would not have agreed to this work. It does not go in with the work we have. We've got all kinds of different salmon species that come up here. But you can see that this intake system is going to be built into the river. When I've talked to people, they said it's got to be buried under the river, so you won't even see it. I'm going, are you guys nuts? You actually want to go in there and build something into this river that has been very important to us for a number of years, and you can see why. It's a small tributary from the mouth of the Fraser up to the dams. We have 4 dams that impact this river system. So it's about 5 kilometers long, and it's a very healthy, needed system for the salmon that come up here. And BC Hydro actually turns off the canal so the smolts don't go down the canal, and they'll come down the creek. So we're able to count them for 6 weeks every year. And just to have them come down and then get trapped in a water intake, it defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. And BC Hydro, we have a working relationship with them. We've signed a Statlium Hydro agreement. It was a 20-year negotiation. I filed an appeal to the Environmental Appeal Board, so they received that. Along with it, I submitted an affidavit. So we did hear back from the Environmental Appeal Board that the district and I guess the province, Dave Horn, will be able to come in and question me, but they're also able to submit a statement so I can then probably question them. They're there. We're over there. It would have taken nothing for them to drive down all their plans that they had and showed us those back in 2012, because since 2012, they've had conceptual designs. We as Statlium are doing work all over the territory, and we're doing it to benefit the wildlife, the water, the plants, the animals, and then us as people. If we don't have land to manage and to look after that provides for us, we start losing our existence. We start losing our way of life. So the longer we're doing this, the more the generations are going to be benefiting.